to you about my character's backstory. The reason why is because there's not any D&D happening this week, unfortunately. But you know what there is? My character's backstory. That's what there is. Hopefully D&D will be back next week if that's what you're looking for. So, today I am here to talk to you about my character's backstory. Now, the tale starts long ago in a place that isn't that big. I don't remember the exact name of the place, but what I do know is that it's only about 100 families in total. It's not necessarily small, but it's not necessarily big. It's just a nice community. And when my character was little, they grew up in a town that was originally very nice, but as it got bigger, eventually worse people started coming in. Eventually they had people who started killing other people in the town, and the town didn't like that. So they basically became a town of vigilantes. First, they went after those who have already done wrong. And then it was making sure that anyone who does wrong in that moment gets punished. And then it got turned into anyone who is speaking bad about another person in that town gets punished. And then it became, you did a slightly angry glance at someone, you're gonna die. And then eventually it was, you give the wrong vibe, you're gonna die. And the town changed. And my character got to see that. She's not that intelligent, but she also isn't ignorant of the fact that her town is, going into a bad place. She's not like me. She's not gonna be like, huh? Everyone's dying? That's cool. That's cool. But then one day, someone came in. It was a new person. They were very charismatic and never seemed to get on anyone's bad side. They came in kind of frequently. Seems like he noticed something. And eventually, my character got curious and went up to him and started trying to hang out or ask questions, do that kind of stuff. And she got to. Now, she got to meet him. His name was Gerald, with a J. And he sounded like, if you ever have seen the Unsolved Boys, the people on the Unsolved Network for BuzzFeed, they did an episode about Natalie Woods. And in that, there was Christopher Walken. And so they decided that many times they would do Christopher Walken impressions. And so, that is the voice of Gerald. I might just put clips in there of it. Just
watch out,
boys.
2 mice. Wow.
Boys, the party's here.
I brought some cocktail weenies, 5 daiquiris.
Yeah, I think it's funny. But anyways, he eventually started talking and eventually noticed that something was off with my character and was just like, you don't like what your town is doing, do you? Didn't explicitly say that, but could pick it up. As time went on, she was able to hang out with him more and more. The town did take notice, but every time that they were able to hang out, she always said, hey, he was nice, or hey, he was good. And she only ever spoke positive things about Gerald. So the town didn't think too much of it. They eventually just dropped it because they realized, she's a little bit happier with him hanging around. And eventually, they gave her permission to go hang out with him, outside of the town. Outside of the town, they were able to learn about each other. Korora was able to learn about Gerald and learn about his, religious group. He also showed her this medallion. He told her that the name of the religion was Jolith. And what she learned is that there are a bunch of people who specifically, their number 1 goal is helping other people. The number 2 goal is recruitment. And she became very interested. And they started working together a little bit more. And she was a little bit more passionate about learning. And over time, he started training her. Started teaching her his ways. And eventually, after a couple years, he asked, hey, do you want to live in this town still? And Cora, knowing that that's a town that has been doing bad stuff for a long time, said no, she doesn't. And so, she, with the help of Gerald, left. She packed her stuff and silently left. She was definitely seen. They got very good at just seeing and not saying anything. They had people who were basically like cameras at the top of buildings seeing everything in the town. So they definitely saw her leaving. But they never got to see her return. Eventually she got to the cathedral or church or whatever it's called. It's something religious. Training at the cathedral or whatever the fuck it's called. Started learning from actual monks and actually learning what the fuck to do. But she was there for a couple of years and she realized, this is just one thing. I can't. And the thing about my character is she is chaotic neutral and she hasn't done much chaotic things, and it is one of those things that it, like, you know, it's like a skin crawling thing of if she hasn't been doing much shit, if she's just been on one side or just the other. It's kind of like the skin crawling feel, just like, of anger too, and it's like, And so, she used an excuse of recruitment. She said, hey, I would like to work on recruiting people and helping other people. I'd like to stop studying from you. I want to go out and try to help other people. And from there, she was given permission and she was able to go out and, well, you get to see what happened to her. She made it into the cave crawlers. So I assume that she, at one point, she eventually met up with Squeak or Hoff or one of the others. And they went on their way and did that, what is happening in the campaign. In the future, we don't know what will happen, but who knows? Maybe more stuff will happen of this. But for now, that's all I got. And I hope you have a good day, and go fuck yourself. See ya, fuckers!